Hello there everyone, this is I am Mark 3 and welcome back to Castle Story. Yes indeed, welcome back to, of course, as I mentioned last time, I just mentioned it here right and now in case there was any confusion. There probably was not, but when this particular match completes, that will be the end of the current run of Castle Story on my channel. No, it won't be the end of the game, it will come back, but I do feel like it's about time to swap this thing out for a different game in the lineup. Because, you know, self-reflection and all that jazz. So, just to make sure that no one's missed that, there it is. Now then, I think I am going to get... Yeah, let's put it across here. So this is part of my future plans. I'm going to set it to max priority so it gets built. But I am going to... I've been thinking about this one since I recorded the last episode. And I'm thinking that I should make a kind of kill box style arrangement to just make my defenses more effective. Try to maze the enemies a little bit, but by and large, give massive defensive firepower in a concentrated area to just drop enemies as fast as physically possible. So I'm going to continue with this forward wall, quite right here. This will provide some firepower, but I'm going to build this bridge as an access point. Then I'm going to door these off, these two sides over here. So we'll have those two as access. Access is blocked, but that's why I'll be having this bridge built first. It's like so if I get that bridge up, then it'll be a case of, look at me, I am done with a thing. So the enemy will come in this way, and of course there'll be doors for people to get in and out on these sides. I'll need that, but in case the doors get breaking down, there will be routed access to get them all here to concentrate. Then I'll maze them a little bit in here, and then I'll leave it all open all the way to my crystal up here. So the brictrons are not my enemies. Unless you guys will be conspiring against me. I know that look. I can see it in your beady little eyes and those frowned expressions. Look at them. They don't look very happy, do they? I'm onto you. I'm onto you. Paranoia is the wind beneath my wings. Oh, yes. I don't know where that came from. Okay, anyway, moving on. So if I can get that built, which is going to take a while. So what's maxed up? I've got maxed out cleaning. My flattening is more or less okay. I've got a maxed out build task, which is that one. So it should be sending people over there. Oh, I don't have rope and things. That's why. Let's build some additional materials out of here, and we can actually cancel that. So cancel that. We'll get some additional rope and things built out. Though I think I built them backwards, didn't I? Yeah, I built cloth first. Whoopsie. I don't need cloth for this. No. It's an ancient Ionian building secret that you make a rope bridge out of cloth. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, definitely. Oh, here they come. Alright, we need to get people to go and grab the thing. Okay, so we're still in the early wave, so same setup should be good, which is, well, last wave we had 2 archers, right? But this time we have 4, so double the firepower. Haha. Kind of wish I had some arbalesters around, but I don't. So I'll have to do. Oh, excellent. That's actually cut through there as well. All right. So the max priority thing can have. I really do wish that pausing was a thing. Rope bridge across there, and also remove these tree stumps like that. Just don't move that. Remove the tree stumps. So that way we can get access to these trees up here to start building a defensive fort up here. Though leaving these trees up here is also going to be a requisite. Lucio, come this way. Come this way. Come this way. Come on. I need you to act as brave decoy / cannon fodder for the archers, so the archers don't get mauled up in close combat too much. There we go. Hit that guy, please. Thank you. Get his attention. Good on you, No, it's not Lucio. It's Lucio. Lucio, you are the hero. Revel in the fact you can take punchings like no one else ever could. And he also looks very unhappy about the state of affairs, so yeah. Growing discontent among the workers. Definitely confirmed. Plus the fact he almost got killed as well. I'm going to have to actually get some dedicated melee specialists. Probably from this point on. Because that was a little bit too close for comfort there. If Lucio had been taking the hits the entire time, then he would have died, actually. So, yeah. Keep those going. I've just realised, actually, in all the times I've played Castle Story, this is the first time I think that I've actually managed to build a rope bridge. I remember that I've tried to build ones a couple of times before in the recordings, but I always died before it was completed. It was always part of an advanced construction. In this case, it's like I'm actually just stringing it across a ravine, so it's like, get it built now, ASAP, that kind of deal. But the fact is that it requires... What do you require, actually? That's probably a vital question. Yeah, it requires 2 rope and then the planks to construct it, so it is just waiting on extra rope. End of the day. Now, there's something I should mention here. There was a comment last time, actually, which, yeah, I remember now. Yeah. Razul, you asked about this, so let's quickly check. Keybinds. Do we have a slow down option? I mean, pausing is one thing, but do we have... Oh, there's a toggle stance key there. H, I've got to remember that one. And a stop key there as well. All right. But is there a... No. There is no slow down time aspect, which would be good as well. There's nothing in this which will let you have more time to think about things, to decide the fate of the free world. There's no such thing, which is quite unfortunate. So it's still going to be, in this mode, a race against time to get things set up, and there's absolutely nothing you can do apart from pausing it, in which case you can't issue the orders, as we established in the previous video. So, yeah. Ooh, I could actually expand out to this side without risk, I think. But I want to get this area like fortified up a bit better first. Let's set this build task to a medium, in fact. So it applies you to a medium. What was it Raz said about other priority tasks? I think it was like build wait. Damn it, you know what? I'm going to call this up. It's no point trying to half remember it because I'm distracted by other things, and then it's like, no, I got that completely wrong or didn't say that. No, I'm going to call it up right now on my screen. Here we go. Comment from Hafer, comment from Swarzy. Here we go. If there is no pause build, is there a slowdown option? No, there is not. Also, regarding task priority management, harvesting 0. 0 is literally off. Unfortunately, I think, Raz, you're thinking of something like RimWorld for this. But anyway, what I said, harvesting lowest priority, processing 2. We can't actually assign priority for harvesting tasks. Sorry, not harvesting tasks, for processing tasks rather. So things like the loom, they've got a default priority set to them. Oh, I'm actually out of plants. Harvest some plants, please. So yeah, harvesting the lowest priority, that's generally agreed. Building should be a higher priority, which I have increased the priority of. Then it's repairing, priority 4, cleaning, priority 5. Well, I've said it, when I get a repair task out, I set it the same priority as cleanup, so it's like priority max on cleanup repair, because that's the stuff that needs to be dealt with right straight away, especially cleanup, because if you leave the resources alone, they despawn or outright disappear. So, you know, you gotta deal with that. Building priority 3, you say, which is equivalent to a priority 2 for the most part in this. Now this one does priority 3, this one's a priority 1, which is the same as harvesting actually, so I should increase this one by that logic. So it's like, there's only 3 priority settings in this, like do it ASAP, priority 3, do this once nothing absolutely urgent is left, which is priority 2. So I'm setting like repair and clean up to priority 3. Then build task is priority 2, unless it's something I really want straight away and it's not really big. So like I'm going to keep this particular arrangement here on priority 2 at most. But this one, which is just a couple of bridges, is like priority 3 because it's much easier to do. Oh look, they're actually building this one already, laying down the planks. For some reason they are nailing the planks into the rope. I'm not sure that that's the best idea, but okay, it's just aesthetic. Yeah, nailing the planks into the rope. I think it's just part of the graphics, to be quite honest. And then priority 1 is where I tend to leave harvest unless it's like a specific material that I want as much more of as soon as I can get my grubby little hands on it. So that's the thing right there. I might as well actually cancel you guys. So yeah, that's how I do it. And then of course there is a 4th priority setting, the mythical priority 0, which actually just locks the task so no one actually goes and does it. So yeah, look at them, they're just bashing out these tree stumps right now, and then they're going to deliver wood to get this particular bridge out. Then once that bridge is out and it's available for connection, I can actually try putting thin walls across these to see if the corruptrons will very happily just wander across the bridge instead. Though of course there is always the risk that they might decide to punch the bridge because the bridge is kind of a narrow choke point, so you know that's something to be aware of. Though if the bridge can funnel them, that'll be a good thing. So anyway, let's see. I want to wall these sides off so that there's no way for the nasty little corruptron people to get through them. The problem is it's all uneven terrain, as you can see. So I'm going to have to actually remove those bits and then wall. Then wall. I'm just going to put in a simple wall right now. Make sure that it's got like 2 high there. Max the priority, apply that so that some bricktons will run out there with bricks and just build it. Though I actually need more bricks now that I'm looking at my reserves. And then I have to do the same with this one. It's just like, because the way the terrain slopes up, I need to be careful with how I do this. Like I've got to remove a bit there, just to make sure that it's steady. Then of course, because it's on a slope, I'm going to lay in another layer there, like that. And that should be absolutely fine as well. And if those actually stop the corruptrons, then that will be a job well done. And I'll be able to start my amazing plans accordingly. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that one. But play that, we do need more stone ASAP. Okay, I don't have an iron source anymore. I'm going to delete you. Go away. Go away. And I've got my brimstones almost gone as well. It's almost all in storage. I've got loads and loads of wood in storage. Way more than I actually need. And this section's been cleaned out as well. Let's just auto toggle that so it'll drop back down to terrain. Something I've not done though, which I really should do, is I have not actually done what I said I would and get a melee specialist in here. Because of course I do need some kind of melee dude. Max priority on that, please, because I need it right now, and it's a single thing. Plus, it's the fact that an attack wave is about to literally hit me. So, yeah. Oi, oi, oi! Come here. No, you, come here. I need you to grab that. I need to grab that. Wish there was a way to tell them to like go and grab things after they've run out of, if they've not got anything to do. Basically. Okay, I'm gonna, yep, get your thing. Get your thing. Thank you. Right. I'm going to reduce priority on this one, actually. Drop it down. A thing broke. Oh, they seem to be slightly confused. They're thinking about it, but they're standing still. Now they're running down this way. So that wall has actually barred them off. Oi, you, come on. Put that away, then come down here. Right, so they're heading out this way because this way is not actually blocked yet. So they are on the way. Good. So yeah, that side has, for the moment, stopped things or confused them a little. But one of them, someone is trying to punch the way through. So yeah, get the archers away because the archers are meant to be like trying to shoot them at range. Get clear, please. There we go. Fox, you've got this. And of course, if you look, there is still this guy just sitting quite happily over here, shooting, well, punching the wall. Can't have that, so we'll make use of this to go and deal with it. Also, I need to set repair tasks, actually. There we go. Those two guys can just quite happily deal with him. And the other two can just go ahead and put their weapons away. Don't need them anymore. So yeah, that's already channeling them quite nicely, actually. You guys put your weapons away too. Call in my extra new worker. We have our forge, so let's get a pair of knights in here. I should have the iron for this, shouldn't I? That is iron, yeah, that's iron. I've got 25, yeah. Okay, that's all fine. Good. I was slightly confused for a few moments there. Put your weapon away, please. I told you to put that darn thing away. But something different this time around compared to the others is whenever the waves come in, I'm not actually pulling off my full forces to deal with it. You know? I'm actually only pulling away like half of my people each time, roughly. I still miss that total that told me how many people I've actually got. That was nice. I kind of miss it. But yeah, I can just pull my people away, and then it's like absolutely fine because it's enough people to do it. Anyway, back to Razul's comments and things. So yeah, I agree with the priority listings there. Make them clean up for things that clean up and repairs. Those are the 2 priority tasks. Like I believe, yep, that's already been fixed. Though that said, that's why there's going to need to be a door or some kind of access out there to get to the other side of these. Because if they do get punched, then Bricktrons have to get out there to fix it. You know? So that is an issue that needs to be thought of as well. So that's why I can't just outright wall them off. Because if they wander through, usually they're just going to punch the lower level. Besides which, it also gives access for cleaning tasks as well. So, you know, just getting access to fix the things is always going to be a useful trait. Are you happy there? Can't find what you need. Oh, because you're moving a sword. Yep. Okay. Getting quite happily armed there. Right. And then Raz actually says here in this comment, unfortunately, I kind of doubt it's possible to set priority for processing resources. So, yeah. It's not as good as RimWorld in that respect, unfortunately. It'd be nice if it was, but well, RimWorld is kind of like one of the outlying better ones when it comes to being able to manage and prioritize what your peons do, what your minions do, your indentured servants and all that stuff. Okay. A note on wall construction. You didn't alternate the front and back blocks by 1. Wait. Hang on. I didn't alternate by 1, thus weakening the wall a little bit. I thought we'd been over this. Hang on. Where is it? Is it this one? Right. Yeah, this is what we talked about before, Raz, though. It's like they are alternated on each one, so the wall curves around, but it is alternated like that. But then, if a corruptron steps into that, then it's still a case of, to clear a 1 block wide gap, you still need to punch through 4 blocks no matter what as the minimum to get through. And switching the alternation doesn't actually have an effect on that. So, yeah, as long as you've got this like diagonal supporting structure, then that's the best you can do, really. There's no it wouldn't be better if I just shifted them. In fact, it'd weaken it slightly because then the ends like this would not be able to do like this because I've got a cross block there. Then it's 2 blocks to maintain the entire supported pattern. But if I did it like you're saying, which is adjust the frequency on the back, I would have to change these end parts, and so they would be a little bit weaker. So it's actually the opposite of what you said there, I think. This is actually stronger like this than if I was to change the frequency in the back. So I think that's why I think it is. And also armaments, just going to have it automatically queuing up new weapon kits whenever a Brichtron Dryzer is born. Yeah, give you that one. Oh, people aren't doing things. People aren't doing things. I need to give you orders. Like, gather those rocks there because I do need more bricks. Thank you. Yeah, grab those. You are a order for brimstone. Don't need you anymore, so get rid of you. You're an order to clear those trees, which were cleared a while back. You're the first repair order. I could really use some kind of vision out here, but I just don't have access to it right now. So I will start to do something about the trees on here to start clearing the way to laying some kind of groundwork in there. So that'll start, and it'll also get me some logs because I already converted all my logs into planks, so you know, got to do that. How many Brichtrons do I even have? I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8. I've got 8 Brichtrons, and I've got 4, 5, 6 kits available. And I don't think I need more than that, to be quite honest. What I really need, though, is more brimstone and more production facilities, so I should deal with that now. But yeah, I don't have enough kits for everyone, but I don't need everyone right now. I probably should do something about that, though. Let's also set up a laboratory because I'm... Yeah, actually I need a laboratory anyway to build explosive barrels because, of course, as you remember at the end of last time, I was poking around a bit with catapults. And catapults are wonderful, wonderful things. So, you know, we've got to do something with catapults. Flat out, but I want to get this built up, and if I need to get an altar out so that I can actually go ahead and get crystals of the wonderful Sentinel variety. So that's the thing that needs doing. But if I can start, I'm starting to chop down this, so this will be like a tower section in here. And then the terrain auto's messed up again. Okay, right, next bit. Let's do the next bit because I'm not under attack just yet. And the Brichtrons have lovely things to do. Right. Thought on storage. Keep one generalized area and add a couple of small specialized areas. Hopefully they'll prioritize. I've not seen them prioritize between a... Let's take this one, actually, a very fast test. You will priority stone. As will you. As will you. So we've got 3 set here as priority stone, but there's some here which are general that are not set up that way. So if they drop stone over here, then we'll know they prioritize ones that are set specifically to a resource. If they drop them here, then we'll know that they just go to whatever the hell's nearest, which is, I think, how they'll work about it. Actually, let's set this one to logs as well. There we go, because we are getting some logs because we're harvesting some trees right now. He went straight to that, but I'd only just set that. We'll give it a chance. Also, we need a clean-up task over here as well. But I really think it doesn't have the priority storage management. I don't think it has that. So again, another case of RimWorld having better resource management, but then again, RimWorld focus on that. But I don't think Castle Story has that. Oh, wait, oh. They're moving to... Oh, hello. Unfortunately, I've got to stop this, cut this short because it's like, alarm now. Incoming! Get your weaponry. This will be the first wave where I've actually got walls up on the sides, so we need to see how well this goes. Why did I hear the sound of things breaking? Oh, alright, yeah. Because it's a default direction, they are literally deciding to punch their way through that wall. Rather than, like, wander up. Hang on. Wait a tick. This isn't a... This isn't a... Oh. Oh, I get it. So... no, get away from that. So, what's going on is... That middle area is actually a raised area which is not accessible. So if the corruptrons spawn somewhere else, then they will decide to quite happily break the walls down and things like that. There we go, the knights is piling in. Let's move my last archer down there to support, but this is definitely going to hold them off quite nicely. Right, I didn't realise this middle area is actually like entirely a self-contained bit. So I did actually block access. I don't know if they can even spawn on this bit, can they? I have no idea. So that does raise some interesting options. Like if I can get access to this, then maybe I can get access to this and turn this into a massive killing field eventually. But for now, yeah, for now this just needs to be worked on. And my knights are wandering outside just to punch the people. So yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and delete you. You are the lesser wall, after all. Actually, let's leave that like that. Apply that, leave it like that. Back to work. That should be a priority cleanup task. It is all set. Okay, right. So this is my access route now. Like that. But the corruptrons won't be coming in this way unless they spawn in this middle area. So that's the question. Will they spawn in this middle area or not? They approach from this direction and they seem to have set spawn points, so I'm guessing not, but I am not certain. Because I don't know the exact mechanics of where corruptrons can and cannot spawn. Like, if I connect to this, can they spawn out here if I've not taken dominion of it all? Or something like that? Is there a certain radius, or is it just fixed spawning points? That is another question. Right, oh my, excuse me. Yeah. I swallowed it literally the worst possible moment, and it was like spittle went down the wrong pipe. Yeah, you guys are okay. Just leave that alone. Right, that'll do as my access point right now. So, in theory, it should. If it's not too much of a diversion, it'll divert any corruptrons coming from this direction to go over here. But I don't know where the what the spawn mechanics are exactly. That's my big issue. Let's actually do something here and get started on crafting. I'm going to need at least one pylon wood, aren't I? Also, I can actually give some preliminary results right now. The guys hauling stone seem to be running to this area and dropping them as a priority in the ones that are set to just stone. So there is actually a priority system in play, it looks like, because they're ignoring plenty of empty stockpiles that have got just general settings and going to the specific ones. So there does seem to be a priority system working here. Which also explains why, when we were looming some stuff up, we've not had them appear in a few other places. But yeah, it's not just to restrict, it also does seem to be some kind of priority system. And that's the last of my stone supply. Yay! Let's move you down here, actually. Harvest that stone. So I'm actually sending people outside my defensive boundary right now. How am I doing for iron ore? Yeah, I'm actually out of people to do stuff right now. 1, 2, okay, right. I'm going to tell you now to give me another 3 of them. And half a stack of rope as well. So I'm going to start processing some leaves through. But I do need to get some iron ore as well. So I'm going to drop a priority task out there. Well, not a priority task, it's just a task. But what I need really is stone to work on this. But I am going to update this build task as well to take into account the additional stuff, because now we actually have a choke point built in here. I want it to have sentry wards along these extended parts here. Yes. We're going to need a pylon ward, and we need to keep this out of the way of the crazy corruptrons that will try to destroy it. So it's going to have to be like somewhere around here, because we also don't want it to block access for the bricktrons either. Oh, we can actually put one back here somewhere, and it'll work okay back here too. Nice. So I'm actually going to tell you to build it along this line here, I think. That way we can power all of the crystals with it. Though unfortunately we do need another one just to link back to our core. So we're going to put one there, then one there, then one there. We need an additional pylon ward. Actually, as a priority. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Right. Give me an additional pylon ward. Can I reorder this? No. Yeah, look at this. With no priority stockpiles anywhere, these are just getting dumped at random. But the stone is definitely being filled into that, and then that's being ignored, and those are being filled. So yeah, there's definitely some kind of inventory priority system going on. So that's the storage thing. And lastly, you suggest placing the armor in an area behind the walls that will allow you to newly armed minions to go directly to the walls. Yeah, I'm going to do that. That's the last note, and I can answer that one really quickly and easily, so that's actually great, because we are now overrunning on time. As I said when I put these down, this is the temporary arrangement just to get things started. The actual armory is going to be somewhere with ready access, so it's probably going to be somewhere around here-ish, or maybe here if I build a shortcut down here. So somewhere with the easy access to this section here, which I started to work on for the walls. So yeah, as you can see, there's stairs there, so this would be a good spot for the armory. I just need to make sure to build the armory in such a way where the problems we saw last time will not appear. As in bricktrons dropping a piece of wood or a stone brick or something and then basically just barring all access to the armory. It's like, you idiots, you're not supposed to do that. You know, this is where some kind of automatic storage would be useful. Like, if a weapon rack could have an affiliated storage space where people would, I'm once again, I'm going to like game design concept stuff, which I doubt will have any effect in this, because I do this sometimes, don't I? I just talk about ways or systems that this game might be improved in some way. So what I'm thinking is, oh look at that, they ditched the log there, but it's not been cleaned up. There's no cleaning task. I need to get a new cleaning task in here. I should have had one before now, quite honestly, but I moved it, so there you go. So they'll grab that. So, right. Bring up the block list and then hit P again, because I can't even cycle through the menus properly. Oh. Oh, it's unpausing when I select things to build. Ha. Alright. So, it'll be like this. It'll be a weapon rack and stockpile. It'll be like, you could set a special stockpile, and then it would say, like, it'd be like a 2 arms stockpile. So maybe a specific kind of stockpile or shelf or something. And then you press call to arms, right? And the bricktrons will go, ooh, we've been called to arms. Run to get your weaponry. But the thing is, if they're carrying something, then they would also search for a 2 arms stockpile, right? And then go, I'm carrying something. Maybe I shouldn't drop this all over the darn floor. So there's a 2 arms stockpile right here. It's not got anything assigned to it. So I'll go over here, empty my hands, and then I'll go to the weapon rack automatically, because it's like an additional step. So put this thing into this 2 arms stockpile, then go to the weapon rack. And then when you do the back to work, they'll drop off their stuff at the nearest available weapon rack as usual, and then they'll think, is there a 2-arm stockpile which has something in it? If there is, go pick that thing up and then do normal task finding for or storage from there. Though, of course, if they store it, they're not allowed to actually store anything in the 2-arm stockpile because they've not been given a 2-arms order. So they just run off and put it into normal storage if there's nothing else that needs it. So, as an added step to the call to arms procedure, I guess you'd call it, it's like an extra step. It's like empty your hands at this designated storage point. Then, if there's none free, then of course go to the weapon rack and just drop the stuff as before. In which case, it actually becomes an issue of poor base management and layout, that kind of thing. And then they automatically grab and empty the call to arms stockpiles when they put their weapons away. And call to arms stockpile would actually be a general task as well, the back to work task. So if there's something in the stockpile, even unassigned workers will go, this call to arms stockpile needs emptying. Let's go and empty that, and then we'll go and do something else. So, that's just a thought. But yeah, that's about it. And I've overrun like 5 minutes just on that idle speculation. So this has been Iron Mark III. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. And I'll catch you all some other time. Yes, indeed. Maybe next time we'll actually finish getting the wall up. I mean, look, we've got Sentinel wards out, and they're actually powered, so we've actually got defences already. I didn't actually stop to realise that they'd actually got those working. But yeah, we've got some magical defensive abilities now. Yeah, see you all later.